All right, good morning. Good morning. We are at the end of May, the last trading day of May. And the pre-market has started off a little slow. Had a few scalps, but nothing really, A quality. So let's see what today gives us. Yesterday was a big day for the shorts. The market gapped up and we had profit taking on NVIDIA, quantum, AI. So pre-market was hot. We had ALZN or AZLN. That's one that you should definitely check out on the pre-market yesterday. Today, pre-market was a little funky. Just a few scalps here and there I'll break down in a minute. But let's talk about overall picture, what's going on in the market, and we'll get to the individual stocks. All right. So big picture. The market gapped up yesterday at the open here. Post-market, market gapped up from two things we already discussed, two reasons why. And we started to pull back. And as the market opened, the market really never recovered, right? Never recovered. So what we saw is we got beneath VWAP and we shorted for the majority of the day. So if you look at NVIDIA, you look at some of these market drivers, PLTR, you'll see that they shorted yesterday, right? So QBTS, RGTI, SOUN, these names that we have been taking longs on, they all shorted yesterday. So quantum is still on my list. Why? It's just because when there's a pullback, I mean, there has to be a pullback, right? There's a pullback to prior resistance levels, and this can then spark another move, another leg higher, right? So we have clear levels to trade around, and I'm looking at this today as a reactive day. Okay, it's the end of the month. If there's profit taking, I won't be too aggressive on the long side. But if we do have some opportunities that pop, I'll take advantage of them, right? So quantum is still on the radar. AI still on the radar. But I'm looking for those names to bottom out before I really lean in to trading them. Okay, so our quantum basket, I have it on the list for trades. Okay, all right. Now, nuclear also has pulled back as well. So we saw those names that we were trading, NNE, SMR, OKLO, LTBR, those that related to Trump's executive order, those pulled back as well. I'm not really looking at these. I'll set some alarms, but these have shorted quite a bit. I'm looking for AI and quantum to round out more. I will have alarms here for those, but primarily I'm not too interested in them right now. Okay, but what I am interested in is we have a lot of names that are instead of like they're lower float and they didn't short off. So I am looking for them to potentially turn, right? So we have a bunch of those. One of them I traded this morning, LVWR. There's a bunch of these that just ran up, the last week of May or the prior, and they've been holding up pretty well. So I'm gonna run through those real quick, and then I'll show you a few that I'm looking up that popped up on the scan. If you're looking at GITS, I took a scalp on this one. There's no news that I can find. So this is pure float rotation and just a quick scalp, momentum scalp in the moment. It popped. I took profit, and that's it. So I don't know if it's going to hold or not. This can just be a pump and dump. This company is not a U.S. company either, so there may be some news that I'm unaware of, but I couldn't find any news on this. It just was float rotation, high volume. We have the consolidation here, selling into absorption. We started to pop through here. The bid started to chase, So I just entered with the plans of exiting on a quick draw, right? So that was that was purely just float rotation, technicals, and tape. So we'll see what happens on GITS, but that one was just popped up on the scan, and I was a little late here because I was trading that one. All right, so a few of these RRGB. This one, Red Robins. This one had earnings come out. It's been on a downtrend. It gave a scalp this morning. I was trading, I think it was VIVK. Yeah, so I missed that one. Quick little scalps here. Nothing has been running this morning. So let me just run through this quick list of things of names that I'm watching. I've already covered quantum and AI. So when I say AI, I mean like BBAI, SOUN, those that ran up earlier. So here are a few that I just have on watch that I'm not sure if anything's going to happen, but they popped and then they kind of held up here. So SGN is one of those. Keeping watch on that one. I am Immunon. This is one that ran up as well, a few days, and it just been holding up. We'll see if we get another leg higher on that one. SGBX, this one ran up and just went lateral. Okay, so mainly just alarms on these, and we'll see if we can source any trades out of these. Okay, LVWR is another one that just discussed. Shorted, gapped up, and let's see if we get a squeeze through VWAP and maybe we have a trade there. So ideas, but nothing that is just A+ for me right now this morning. VVPR popped up and popped. I was looking for potential pullback here, but it just kept dropping. Major selling right here and just went lateral. So I'm just kind of keeping this on watch, right? So yeah, so nothing really A+ yet. So I'm going to sit on my hands until I see something. If I see little openings for a scalp, I'll take it. Otherwise, I'm playing it for the day. Playing it. I don't want to go until give any profits from this week or this month back. Just close it out, a solid month, and then just get ready for June. Just get ready to get active on June. Something like ALZN that ran up in the pre-market yesterday and then shorted off. You see, I've set an alarm there. Not really on the game plan, but if it is to start to pop back up through these resistance levels, then maybe I'll look at it. Okay. All right. So let's jump in let me look at the comments and see what you're doing here. All right. So morning, everybody. Recently signed up for live trades, but I'm not sure where to go on ProfitX and support. All right. So Edwin, just send me an email here and we got you. Yep. Options expire in the money today. Market makers hate it. Thoughts on NVTS. All right. Let's take a look at it. Another one that popped up this morning was NVVE. I actually missed the move here. This one wasn't nothing special. Again, just another our patterns here just popped up, little potential ideas for just quick scalps, but nothing that's A+, right? So, once that little move happened, that was it. I didn't really want to do anything else. There's no news or anything like that. So MVTS, look at HBIO. I caught some nice moves yesterday. All right, take a look at it. All right, so MVTS was another one that we had in the scan. All of these, if you just take a look at NVIDIA. Okay, see what's going on there? Most of these semiconductor or AI microchip tech companies that are developing AI quantum chips, all of them are pretty. If you look at the patterns, a lot of them are moving the same, right? So NVTS, if you want to trade it, want to just see it bottom out, and you see I've already had the levels there. I didn't want to cover too many, but they're all pretty similar. So I have one window up. I have quantum and AI. You can't see it right now because I have this But I'll have all these different, I have these different charts up on my different screens, so I can just watch and see. I have alarm set, and I'm waiting to see if that sector becomes active again today. I'll look at the one that's performing the best, that has the highest R ball, and then I'll get active with it. Okay, so yeah, so good call out on MVTS. That's another one. Okay, all right. So let's look at HBIO, and then we'll take a look at Path. All right, let's see. And all right, Path. All right, HBIO. Yes. Harvard Bioscience. Yeah, this one really ran up yesterday. I see. I didn't see it because of the below $1. Yeah, this one is holding up quite well. So see if it shorts or if it gives more opportunities above this resistance. I'd say look at it above 63 and see if it pops and gives a opportunity there. All right, Path. This one, I didn't mention Path because it popped up on the scan, but it has a big float, large float, and what was it? It's earnings, right? Yeah. So this is earnings annual, yeah, earnings play. So let me read up a little bit on it. But I do love the earnings plays. Just a different type of trades for earnings plays. So gaps up. I'd say look at the levels and see if it holds. Just mark these levels here. Maybe if it pushes down and breaks above VWAP and strong volume on the open, it can give some opportunity there. Okay. All right. What else we got? I want to learn how to read the level 2 and order flow. It's hard to make sense of it. It moves so fast, hard to follow. Yeah. So Raysan, it does move fast, and it can be hard to follow, especially if you're it depends on what you're trading as well, because on some of the names, it may just be a lot of algorithms, especially like if you're looking at the SPY or Qs, then it's even going to move a lot faster and you won't see anything meaningful. But when a stock is in play and you have unusual, higher than normal volume, then there may be opportunities to watch the tape and find something meaningful. Okay. All right, y'all. So I think that's it. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to sit on my hands. I'm not going to force anything. I'm only trading what looks beautiful. So let's see how the market, what I'm going to do, I'm going to watch and see how the market opens. If we're going to gap down, or if NVIDIA, I'll have my screen open. One of my charts will have NVIDIA on it, and I'll be looking at it and comparing it to some of the other tech names that move with it. And we'll see what we get. Yeah, the scan was so-so. Something may pop up. You never know. So I'll just be ready for that. Okay. All right. Yep. Good morning. Good morning, Trenches. So yeah, let's stay focused. let's have a good day today. And again, the best trading day of your life is not necessarily P&L, especially in the beginning. It's execution and process. Is you executing your process. That's how you have a good day every day, right? For all of those that are working a job, maybe you're listening to this while you are at work or in a meeting. I talked to Dr. Katz yesterday. He's Lance Brightstein's longtime performance coach. We talked about mental endurance for the person that's working a job and trying to become a trader. And he was highlighting the importance of mental endurance, right? So just keep enduring, keep showing up, and dedicate yourself to getting better. That's what it is, right? I know you want to get off the job. I know you want to get off remove the pain of, maybe you're not having the freedom that you want to have. So dedicate yourself to getting better. Dedicate the weekends to getting better, to executing your process better and better and better. And that's how you eventually will make it, okay? So yes, that mental endurance is very important. You spending time on developing a strong mind, a strong mindset, all right? Stick with us. I'll show you the game plan. You will see edge here, and then work on that mindset and work after hours to get better. And you'll eventually see the outcome later. Process first, and the outcome will show. So last thing I want to say is that he gave an analogy of a scale, and he says, like, whenever you put a feather in one, you put a feather in the other side of the scale, and so you keep putting these feathers in. The feathers are really light. That's you putting in hours and putting in work, and eventually what happens is the feathers become heavy enough, and all of a sudden you tip the scale in your favor, right? So that's what's happening. You're putting these feathers. You can't really see the outcome. And he talks about how traders and athletes, all of a sudden, boom, something happens, and they're like, man, what happened? The breakthrough happened. It was that those little feathers that you were dropping on, those little percentage gains, getting better and better, it all just clicks because you've done enough of it, right? The outcome doesn't show it at first, right? So stay committed, and let's get it together, all right? All right, y'all, have a good day. I'm going to jump on Zoom, y'all. We had a little issue with the Zoom this morning. So if you're on the YouTube, I will jump on Zoom now, and we will get to it. If you're in the community, I'll jump on Zoom now, and we'll get to it, okay? All right, if you want to trade with us, hit the link in the description, all right? Have a great day. Bye-bye.